Welcome back to Medrash U'Maaseh, sharing a story for this week's Parsha, Parshas Korach. Rav Yosef Chaim Sonnenfeld was one of Gedolei Yerushalayim, the Rav of the Eida Charedis in Yerushalayim, and one Chol HaMoed, some boys from the Chevron Yeshiva came to visit him, as is customary to visit Gedolei Yisrael on the Chag. When they entered his house on Chol HaMoed, they immediately saw that he was in the midst of a din Torah. There were two people there who were having an argument. The Bochrim wanted to step out and give them their privacy, but Rav Yosef Chaim, who noticed them, motioned to them to come in, and they took chairs and sat on the side. Now this is something which can happen often, as Talmidei Chachamim want young Talmidim to learn even from Dinei Torah and how they do things. Clearly here Rav Yosef Chaim Sonnenfeld wanted them to see something. What was the case? There were two Jews. Reuven had some money. Shimon claimed to know how to invest money and make money. So Reuven gave Shimon a sum of money to invest with the agreement that they would split the profits that resulted from that investment. Time went by, and after a reasonable amount of time, Reuven came to Shimon to check on his investment. He said, "How's it doing? I would like to collect my half of the profits." Shimon told him that not only were there no profits, but the entire capital had gone. It was all lost. Now Reuven felt that there was something fishy going on here. There was something that wasn't right. And he wanted proof, he wanted his money back. The case eventually came before Rav Yosef Chaim Sonnenfeld. Now Reuven and Shimon came from very different backgrounds. Reuven, the one who gave the money, was not, at least ostensibly, a Torah-observant Jew, whereas Shimon was a person who was known to be very exacting in his observance of Torah and mitzvahs. The boys were able to tell that Shimon therefore felt already that he kind of had an in with Rav Yosef Chaim Sonnenfeld. He felt that Rav Yosef Chaim would favor him because he's one of his community, so to speak. So when Rav Yosef Chaim asked him to explain himself, he not only said that he doesn't owe Reuven anything, but Shimon said, in fact, Reuven owes me more money. And he gave a list of claims based on the contract that Reuven should pay him more money. Rav Yosef Chaim asked, and the Bochrim detected a certain amount of sarcasm here, but Shimon did not detect that at all. He said, "Is that all you think you should be getting from Reuven?" So Shimon saw the opening. He says, "No, there's even more." And he gave a list of more demands. Once again, Rabbi Yosef Chaim said, "And is that all? Is there anything more that you feel you should be getting from Shimon? If from Reuven, I'm sorry." And again, Shimon jumped on it and gave some more demands and claimed more money. Rav Yosef Chaim repeated that another 2 times. With Shimon, again, each time at this point he was already racking his brain to come up with more things that he felt he could ask for. He felt that Rabbi Yosef Chaim was laying the red carpet before him to get as much as he possibly could out of Reuven. Eventually, when Rabbi Yosef Chaim repeated once again, "And is that all you think that you deserve to get? Is that all that you think is coming to you?" He finally said, Shimon said to Rabbi Yosef Chaim, "Rebbe, do you suspect me of taking money that isn't mine?" Rabbi Yosef Chaim then stood up and said very sharply, "The problem is that you think that everything is yours. You don't think that there's anything that's not yours and that's not coming to you." The claimant, Reuven, actually, when he saw the justice of Rav Yosef Chaim and the tactics that he used, he burst into tears out of seeing the beauty in which he ran that judgment and brought the person who had lost his money to come about and behave properly. Parshas Korach is a very complex parsha, and there are many deep explanations of the arguments of Korach. But at least in a simple level that we can apply to our lives, Moshe Rabbeinu told them, "Rav lochem b'nei Levi." There's enough. You have your duties as Leviim. Not everything is yours. And this is something which is such a key that a person has to learn in life. Rav Moshe Feinstein, they said, explained why in many schools, when little boys start to learn Mishnayos or Gemara, they start with Bava Metzia. Bava Metzia is a Masechta, a tractate, which deals with questions of ownership, Two people find a talus in the street. One says it's mine, the other says it's mine, lost objects. And often people ask, why don't we choose something where the concepts are more familiar to the children? Let's say Maseches Brachos, things which deal with davening and Brachos, or Shabbos that they're familiar with. Why choose something involving laws of business and education that may not be their day-to-day so much? Rav Moshe says because it's so important from the very beginnings at a young age to inculcate that understanding. Not everything is mine. There are some things in life which are mine and some things which aren't. And the basis of a person of Emunah understands that what HaKadosh Baruch Hu gives me is mine, and what HaKadosh Baruch Hu doesn't give me is not. May HaKadosh Baruch Hu give everyone that which they need b'shefa, give Am Yisrael shalom and hatzlacha in all things, and wishing everyone a wonderful Shabbos.